Thank you for joining ComForCare and At Your Side Home Care for this informative Dementia-Wise webinar, which describes hydration and dementia. Please let me welcome our host, Director of Special Populations, Dr. Deborah Beer.
Welcome to this Dementia-Wise webcast. Today we'll be talking about keeping people with dementia properly hydrated. We'll look at how to tell if your loved one is getting enough fluids and how dementia makes hydration more challenging. We'll cover approaches to making hydration easier and more regular, and then we'll point you to some additional resources. But first, I want to say that this webcast is for educational purposes only. The information provided is not intended to be diagnostic or serve as a substitute for actual medical advice. If you have concerns about your or your loved one's health or diagnosis, please seek help from a licensed medical professional. So that you understand the terms I'll be using, I want to start by saying that the terms dementia and Alzheimer's are often confused. Dementia is a group of symptoms involving cognitive impairment. Alzheimer's is the most frequently diagnosed type of dementia, but there are many other kinds. Proper hydration is immensely important. A person's level of health can be maintained or reduced based on their hydration level. However, hydration can lead to struggles between people with dementia and their caregivers, and we need the right approach to help them properly and easily stay hydrated. For a person with dementia, beverages could be a path to memory, sensory stimulation, warm connection, meaningful activities, and storytelling, but they can't enjoy the benefits if getting them to drink is a battle. Now, some people have conditions that limit their liquids. In these cases, they need to follow doctor's orders. Please consult their physician before making changes in diet, including hydration. Older people are particularly vulnerable to dehydration. Did you know that dehydration is the cause of many emergency room visits and hospitalizations for elders? This is because we conserve less fluid as we age. Many seniors are somewhat chronically dehydrated or have full dehydration crises again and again. This is made worse by the fact that many older adults limit fluids to reduce bathroom visits or urinary incontinence. But there can be a big price to pay. Dehydration can lead to increased fall risks, weakness, confusion, and memory loss, as well as impaired immunity, overheating, and constipation. Dehydration can also cause headaches, low blood pressure, dizziness, strain on the heart, fatigue, lethargy, depression, dry mouth, or high sodium. Dehydration is of special concern when there is vomiting or diarrhea, when fluids are needed to fight infection, or when the person doesn't eat foods high in moisture and only caffeinated or alcoholic beverages are consumed. There should be special care during hot weather or high humidity if there's fever or sweating, and before, during, and after exercise. So how much fluid is enough? Like many other important health matters, there's controversy about this. Should it be 8 glasses of fluid a day? More? Less? The first place to start is to ask for medical guidance, since individual needs vary, especially if there are medical conditions that limit fluid intake. Here's one way to monitor proper hydration by watching the person's body weight. This method comes from Dr. Larry Kenny of Penn State University. If there has been a 2% loss of the person's body weight, then mild dehydration exists. That's a 3-pound loss in a person who's 150 pounds. If there's a 4% loss in body weight, then there's severe hydration. That means 6 pounds in a person who is 150 pounds. Enough fluid should be taken to keep the person's weight steady. Of course, their physician should be contacted if there is an unexplained weight loss or gain, as it may be pointing to a medical condition that needs attention. Now, too much of a good thing isn't the answer either. Too many fluids cause electrolytes like sodium to become too dilute in the blood, which can cause a medical crisis requiring hospitalization. It can even lead to death. Overhydration is far more unusual than too few fluids, but we should watch for this with dementia. People living with dementia may not be able to understand their sensations of thirst and satiety, and sometimes they'll overhydrate. For a variety of reasons, dementia can make proper hydration more challenging. People with dementia can lose their ability to understand and interpret their bodily sensations and signals. They can be thirsty, yet not understand what that feeling means. They may not understand that drinking fluids is the answer, even if their favorite beverage is right in front of them. They also may not understand feelings of being well hydrated and may drink too much. They also frequently forget when they last drank something and may report that they just drank fluids a few minutes ago when it actually was hours ago. To understand why hydration needs such special attention when there's dementia, let's look at some of the changes that occur due to both aging and dementia. Dementia often impacts a person's ability to use language. They may not be able to express clearly that they're thirsty or want a drink. Our sense of taste and smell diminish due to age, but this can be even more acute with dementia. People can become disinterested in food or drink without the full stimulation of smell. When this happens, they need special encouragement to eat and drink properly. Many people with dementia also have strong cravings for sweets and fats. Their illness can also cause them to lose self-control. They want sweets, but can't understand why they shouldn't have as many sugary drinks as they want. To exacerbate this, elders in general have diminished sense of thirst and can become dehydrated more easily. It can also be impossible to successfully reason with a person with dementia about getting adequate fluids. We can look for behavioral indicators of too few or too many fluids. There may be behaviors that appear when there's improper fluid intake and others when they're well hydrated. Early in dementia, the person can make the connection between drinking and feeling better, but this ability will decline as their condition advances. We need to be more proactive about encouraging hydration. There can be many reasons that people with dementia refuse care from others. Unfortunately, proper hydration can become part of this power struggle. Feelings of unhappiness with the person who offers the drink or how they offer it can cause fluids to be rejected. Dementia means a huge loss of control for the person living with it. Refusal of care sometimes is the only way they can exert control in their lives. Learning dementia-wise methods can be vital to reducing refusal of care and promoting their cooperation. Here are some dementia-wise approaches for making hydration easier and more regular. First, always use dementia care best practices for communication to make hydrating more successful. Also, only use small glasses. While we want them to drink more, a large glass can seem overwhelming and may be rejected without a single sip. Instead of asking, "Are you thirsty? Do you want a drink?" just bring the beverage to the person. Don't give them a chance to say no without even seeing the drink. Always keep fluids near the person, especially if there's reduced mobility or if it's a struggle to get them to get up and get a drink. If their fear is that increasing fluids will cause more bathroom visits or toileting accidents, then use a toileting schedule to prevent accidents and to help maintain their dignity and self-esteem. You can also drink a beverage in front of them to model enthusiasm and get them interested. Let them know it's delicious and refreshing through your body language and speech. Then offer them a sip. I find it especially helpful to drink with them, relaxing and sharing special time together. You know, caregivers need reminders to stay hydrated too. Here are some ways to make beverages special. Have a tea party together. Add a beautiful or fun garnish to a glass. Or you can use a special glass, cup, or straw. Lastly, you can share with them a toast, prayer, blessing, ritual, or tradition connected with drinking. We recommend that you stay away from sweet drinks such as sodas or full-strength juices and from artificial ingredients. Water and herb teas are very good either room temperature or hot or cold. Try sparkling, filtered, or spring water as alternatives to tap water. How can we be of further help to you? If you're a family member of someone with dementia or a healthcare professional who manages dementia care, caregivers, or families dealing with dementia, our offices can assist with strategies and solutions to your dementia care challenges. Contact your local ComForCare or At Your Side office for information about dementia care services. If you're interested in learning more best practice dementia care, look for Dementia-Wise presentations and family caregiver skills and support groups in your area. You can also sign up on our website for our free monthly webinars or to receive free information about dementia care and other topics. Thank you for joining me for this Dementia Wise webcast.